Hello, good morning. Welcome you again, learners, to my class of English. And it is today my class is about parts of speech. I am Dr. Vandana Vik, professor placed at TIMET of a Management College of TMU. TMU is Tirthankar Mahavir University, Muradabad. Yeah. So students, learners, today I am going to talk about, today I am going to discuss with you the parts of speech of English grammar. Means parts of speech, they play a very important role in English grammar, as I have been enhancing in my classes that English itself plays a very important role in the current scenario. And mastering the language, whether it is written language or it is oral language, in both the forms, mastering the language is possible only if we have grammar to our side, if we have mastered grammar. So, to master the grammar, the first thing which we have to discuss is, first thing which we have to focus on is the parts of speech. Parts of speech is not anything new for us, because we people have been introduced to it in our school life, specifically in class 1 itself. Nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, conjunctions, all these are parts of speech. So, we all are very well versed with these, but at this level, when we are discussing it again, it shows that they have some importance, or I must say, I must correct myself, that they have a lot of importance in our English language. They are the foundation stones. Parts of speech are the foundation stones, because just as we have the tenses, so we have the parts of speech. We cannot use the language without having command over these parts of speech. So, parts of speech, as we all know, there are 8 parts of speech. I just mentioned noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, conjunction, interjection. So, all these come under the category of parts of speech, and prepositions also. So, they all come under the category of parts of speech. These parts of speech, what they tell us, how they can be employed, we will be discussing in our lecture. Apart from all that, I am going to first fleetingly, I will be taking up all the parts of speech, and in that there are certain like verbs, conjunctions, these are and 2-3 more articles. These parts of modal verbs, these 3-4 are the ones which I am going to discuss in detail in my coming lessons. So, here we will be first touching up all the parts of speech. We will just be revising all the parts of speech, and then I will be focusing a little on the verbs. Yeah, so first let us see what are the learning outcomes of these parts of speech. These parts of speech, the knowledge of these parts of speech, they help us to identify whether the word falls in the category of noun, pronoun, verb or adverb. Secondly, all the tenses, time reference are based on the parts of speech, means are the word which we are using and in which category does it fall, and accordingly what function it is doing. Sometimes there are parts of speech which do dual function, means if they are one particular, they fall in one particular category, they work as some other part of speech also. Like for example, I like swimming. I like swimming. Here swimming is a verb because it is showing action. But when I say swimming is my hobby, what is that? There swimming is a noun. Swimming is a gerund. Swimming is a noun. It's functioning as a noun. So this is what it is called, like swimming is performing 2 functions. It's performing the function of a noun also, and in a different sentence it is performing the function of a verb also. So, some of these learning outcomes means the learners will be able to understand, identify, analyze the different parts of speech and most important, they will be able to use them in their daily life. Means these parts of speech, if they are learnt, if they are practiced, if they are mastered, then there are very minimum chances of creating any problem in the English grammar. So, the table of contents is that we will be discussing, as I just mentioned, that what are the parts of speech, what are the types, what are the importance, then all the different categories of parts of speech, and then we will be discussing about the verbs. I will be stressing upon the verbs. Yes. So, let us begin our class with parts of speech. What are these parts of speech? They are among the first grammar topics we learn in our classes. The time we begin our education, that is from class nursery, from KG. So, obviously in first class, and in some schools it is like KG also, we begin our association with these parts of speech, that is the nouns. That is the first lesson that we learn about nouns. So, parts of speech, first of all, they are the moment we start our school, we get associated with these. Means some parts of speech, they can even perform the function of other. I just mentioned you that they are very important. These parts of speech, they play a very important role. They play a very crucial role in mastering the language, and no language can be mastered without a competency or without proper knowledge of these. Then we can even say that parts of speech is used to define the words, that in which category the word lays and what is the function that the word is performing. Like, is it a verb or is it a noun, that what function the word is performing in a sentence. Understanding these parts of speech helps in constructing grammatically correct sentences. I said that these sentences, there can be no mistake in the sentences if we have the complete knowledge of these parts of speech. If we have complete knowledge of nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, then there cannot be any mistake in our grammar, in our pronunciation or written English, that which most of the time the learners are struggling with. So, again, not to be disheartened, we are going to, because we are going to discuss parts of speech, and most important thing which you people need to remember is that the foundation is there in your head. Means you people have learned at one point of time or the other. These parts of speech have been taught to us in the very beginning, in the initial years of our schooling. So, it is only that we have not paid attention to it, or we never thought that this was very important. It was important because language comes to us naturally, and when the language comes to us naturally, then we tend to forget about these things. So, when we master these, when we once again we revise, then we add more. Then means it will be a conscious effort, because in the prime years of our life, when we started with our education, at that time it was taught to us and we were not very aware of what their importance was. But now when we are taking these classes, and when the learners are taking these classes, it would be very important it will prove to be very important for them, because now it will be a conscious effort, because wherever you make a conscious effort, obviously the impact is much better, and the understanding is far more better than what we had done earlier. So, before beginning, let us discuss the definition of parts in speech. What the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, it defines parts of speech as one of the classes into which words are divided according to their grammar, such as noun, verb, adjective, etc. So, the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, that also defines parts of speech as to know how or in which category the words are divided, means the word falls in which category, means how it can be used in a sentence, means how it can be used as a noun or a verb or an adjective or a preposition or whatsoever. After this, we will discuss about the importance of parts of speech, that what importance is of parts of speech, means how and why they are important. First of all, as I had mentioned earlier also, that they play a very crucial role in learning the language, in mastering English language, which is the need of the hour. The knowledge of parts of speech is very, very important. And the first point is clarity. Clarity and precision, means clarity and precision comes with language, means until and unless we know that which word we need to use and how it is to be fixed in a or placed in a sentence, clarity will be marred. Means clarity, we will not be able to embark upon clarity, we will not be able to use words with precision until and unless we know that which category the word falls into. Then the second is language that helps. Then the second is grammar and syntax. Grammar, obviously there won't be any grammatical mistake, means how we are using the word. So the grammar, if the formulas of grammar would be very, very perfect if we know that which category the words fall into. And second is syntax. Syntax is the sentence structure, because obviously if we know that we are using a word as a verb or we are using the word as a noun, accordingly we will construct our sentence. Then the third one is language learning. No language can be learned until and unless we know the parts of speech. The first thing which about the language is the alphabets. So first we learn the alphabets, and the second learning would be of parts of speech, means how to use the words. Then the third is improvement. Writing, means it improves our writing, because the grammar, if there won't be any grammatical mistakes, then the formulas will be correct. The formulas that we apply, means whether it is a past tense or it is a present tense or it is active voice or it is passive voice, these formulas are all based on the words that we choose, and the words that we choose, the choice of words depends upon the category the words fall into. So the writing can also be improved, or I must say that it can be definitely improved by mastery over this particular aspect of grammar. Next is reading comprehension. Obviously, reading comprehension is an important part of our life, because reading plus comprehension, these are two words. One is reading and the other is comprehension. Comprehension means understanding. What we read and what we understand, means that whatever we are reading, we are able to, whether we are able to understand or not. We read, I get a document, 4 lines are written there, I can read but I am not able to comprehend. So it will be of waste, because reading goes along with comprehension, understanding of the reading, and that depends on the mastery over the parts of speech. So parts of speech are fundamental for mastering language, from basic communication to advanced literary skills. So to master our language from basic, from normal, what we are understanding, what we are speaking, what we are writing, to the advanced language, the mastery of this aspect is, the knowledge as well as the mastery of this aspect is very, very important. So I hope that till now you have been able to understand that what are parts of speech, what are the types of parts of speech, what is the definition, and what is the importance of these parts of speech, what role does it play in the English language. So now I will begin the second part, that is nouns, means I will be emphasizing gradually, I will be emphasizing fleetingly over all the parts of speech. Yeah. So the first parts of speech is, the first thing that falls in this category are the nouns. What is a noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing, isn't it? Ram, John, London, table, cupboard, chair, all these are nouns, because anything that has a name, any place that has a name, any person who has a name, okay, anything that has a name, it falls under the category of nouns. After noun, the types of nouns. Here we will focus upon the different types of nouns. These are the 5 different types of nouns. First is proper noun, then we have common noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. Now proper noun is the noun which means when we give a specific name to a person, that is called proper noun. Like noun, a boy is a noun, but the name of the boy is Jacob. Jacob is a proper noun because that is not common, that is not for everybody, that is for a particular person, that is the name of a particular person. So that is a proper noun. Proper noun is the name of a particular thing, place or person. The second example is city. City is a noun, right? City is a simple noun. We know that is a place. But how does it become proper noun? When I say Allahabad. Allahabad is a proper noun because that is the name of a city. London. London is a proper noun because it is the name of a place. So these come under the category of proper noun. The second one is common noun. What is common noun? Common noun is that when we talk about any particular person, any particular animal, any particular thing. Sorry, when we talk about some general person, general animal or general thing, that is called common. Any animal, dog, it can be any dog. Okay, but when we name the dog, then it becomes a proper noun. But dog, I saw a dog in the street. So here dog is a common noun, right? So the boy is running. Who is the boy who is running? We don't know who is. I saw a boy running. So he can be any boy. Okay, so that is a common noun. Then I sat on a chair. It could be any chair. It can be any chair. So that is a common noun. So these are the examples of common noun. That means when they are not particular, when we have not named them, given them any particular name, when we are talking about anybody in general. So that is common noun. Now the third category is collective noun. Collective noun is the name which is given to a collection of things, a group of things, that is a class of students. A class of students. So the group of students is named as a class. Okay, that is called a class. A flock of sheep, flock is the name which is given to a group of sheep. So that is a collective noun. A bouquet of flowers. I presented my friend a bouquet. Obviously bouquet is always is a collection of flowers. Bouquet is a group of flowers. So if we say I presented a bouquet of flowers, we need not to say that. When I went to meet my friend, I carried a bouquet along. So bouquet itself, it shows that it is a collection of flowers, a group of flowers. So these fall in the category of collective noun. Then we come to the fourth part, that is abstract noun. Abstract nouns are something abstract, as the name reflects, means something which cannot be touched, something which is away from the material things, something which cannot be touched, something which can only be felt, like love, freedom, emotions, our feelings, our thoughts, all these come under the category of abstract noun. Then the last one is material noun. Material noun is the noun which, as the name shows, that which talks about any material, means they can be iron, it can be iron, copper, gold or cement, wood, all these come under the category of material noun. So after the noun, the second category that I will be discussing is verb. That comes the verb. I will be discussing it in very brief because in the after the parts of speech I will be elaborating upon the verbs. So verb, what is the verb? Word that expresses action. Word that expresses action, occurrence or the state of being. that is called a verb. Means when we are doing any action, that action, whatever action we are performing, that action is a verb. Means the word that shows action, that word is called a verb. Verb is like run, play, sleep, sit, eat, walk, swim. These all are verbs, because at one point, in one way or the other, they all are showing the action which is being done. Swim, swimming is an swimming is an action. Run means a person is running, run is again an action, or running is again an action. So the words that show the action which is being done, the words that represent the action that is being done, are called action words or verbs. So I won't be focusing on the types of verbs, because I said I'll be elaborating upon those types of verbs a little later on in this class. Now the next category is adjective. What are adjectives? Means adjectives are words that tell us more about noun. Adjectives are words that highlight the quality of a noun. For example, she is a beautiful girl. Beautiful is the adjective, because it is telling us that what type of a girl she is. So that is adjective. I like eating tasty food. What kind of food? Tasty. I like eating tasty food. So what kind of food do I like to eat? I like to eat tasty food. So tasty is the quality of the food. Then the types of words, that is the types of adjectives. The types of adjectives are adjectives of quality, or we can call them descriptive adjectives, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, then distributive adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, and possessive and interrogative adjectives. So these all are adjectives. Now we'll be I'll be talking about the different types of adjectives. So what are the different types of adjectives? The first type of adjectives are adjectives of quality, or we can also say adjectives of manner. So adjective of quality shows what kind, means whatever we are talking about, the noun is of what kind. So like for example, wicked, large, cloudy. So the weather is cloudy today. What kind of weather it is? It is cloudy. I came to know that she is a wicked lady. What kind of lady is she? She is a wicked lady. So the question that answers the question, means the word that answers the question what kind, that is the adjective of quality. The second is adjective of quantity. So the adjective of quantity, it answers the question how many. Means how many means 7. Means I have 7 friends. How many friends do I have? I have 7 friends. Then some. I have some dresses. I have some dresses to wear. Some means how many dresses I have? Some dresses. So the question that answers how many, the word that answers the question of about noun, that how many. So that comes under the category of, that is called quantitative adjective or adjective of quantity. Then the third is adjective of number, the adjective which tells about the number of the noun. There are 47 students in my class. How many students? 47. So that is the number. So the 1, 2, first, second, third, they all come under the category of number. Then the next is distributive adjective. Distributive adjectives are the adjectives that show distribution, means every, both, either, neither. Every, both, either, sorry, one thing I have missed out here is that adjectives of number. Okay, we have discussed adjectives of number. So, we were discussing distributive adjectives, that means every, both, either and neither. Means I want to give sweets to every student of my class. Every student of my class means each and every. So, this is what kind of distribution? Means every student. Okay. Each one of us have the right. Each one of us have the right to vote. So, who? Each one means each, every one of us. So, these are called distributive adjectives. Then the next are the demonstrative adjectives. As the name shows, demonstrative adjectives are the adjectives that show demonstration, means that point out towards the noun, that is this, that, these, those. This book is mine, that book is his, these are my mangoes, those are his bottles. So, this is something which indicates something nearby, and that is used for far off. In the same manner, these are the things which are reflected, which are placed near. So, I will point out towards them, these are my pens, those are his pens. Those means something which is far off, that is his. So, these are demonstrative adjectives, and the last category is the second last category is possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives, they show that to whom the thing belongs to. My, this pen is mine. Mine is a possessive adjective. My name is Vandana. So, my name is Vandana is, what is my name? I am talking about my. So, my, our, your, his, he, all these come under the category of possessive adjectives. His pen is very good. So, whose pen it is? It is the pen who belongs, to whom does that pen belong? So, it is his, means that particular person, somebody. The next category is interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjectives are the adjectives that question what, when, how, where, whom. Okay. So, what is your name? That is an interrogative adjective, that we are asking what the name of the person is. The next category is proper adjectives. Proper adjectives are, these are from proper noun. These adjectives are generated from proper nouns, that means Indian. India is a proper noun, and Indian. Indian. We are Indians. Okay. So, Indians. Indian is a proper adjective. France. From France we have generated the word French. From America we have generated the word proper noun America, we have got the word American. So, these all fall under the category of proper adjectives. After the proper adjectives, now our next category is adverbs. Next what we are going to talk about is the adverb. Adverb is something, as the word reflects, adverb means something that adds to the meaning of verb is called an adverb. So, adverb means something that words that define, or for words that modify the meaning of a verb are called adverbs. The examples of adverbs are quickly, fastly. Okay. I ran fast. Ran is a verb. Fast is an adverb, means how did I run? So, what is the way, in manner, what is the way in which the action is being performed? That is called an adverb. I run fast. She works quickly. How does she work? She works quickly. There are different types of adverbs: adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, place, frequency, degree, etc. So, we will be discussing in detail the types of adverbs. The types of adverbs, the first one is the types of adverbs, or the adverbs, the types of adverbs, the first is adverb of manner. So, what is the adverb of manner? Adverb of manner is, for example, quickly means in which manner, as the name shows, in which manner the action has taken place. I ran quickly. So, quickly means how did I run? I ran quickly. Then gracefully, she has aged gracefully. How has she aged? She has aged gracefully. Slowly, she eats slowly. So how does she eat? She eats slowly. I hope all of you would be able to understand, because I have tried to make my matter as simple as possible, my PPT as simple as possible, so that it is interesting for everybody to revise it, because I am using the word revise again and again, because these are the things which we have done in the early stages of our life, student life. So the second category is adverbs or adverbs of time, means adverbs that show time. That is, I went to her home yesterday. What is yesterday? Yesterday is the verb. Yesterday is the adverb. I went to her home. Went is the verb. When did the action take place? Yesterday. So, I went to her home yesterday. Yesterday is the adverb of time. Then the next is now. I want you in my office now. Come here now. Come is the verb. And what is the adverb? When to come? Now. So, now is the time when the action takes place. So, that is called the adverb of time. Then the third one is adverbs of place. Adverbs of place are here, there, everywhere. So, what are where the adverbs of place are? The adverbs which show that where the action has taken place. Adverbs of place means where the action has taken place. Means I found my things here and there. I found my things here and there. Where did I found? Found is the verb. I looked for my things here and there. So, where did I look my things? Here. Here and there. So, I found my keys there. Where did I found my keys? Found. Found is the verb. So, where did I found my keys? There. There is adverb of place. Then the next is adverbs of frequency. Frequency means always, often, never, means when the action has taken place, means what is, means the how frequently the action takes place, means I never talked to I never went to her home. So, never went to her home. Never means went is the verb. So, how did I go? I did not go to her place. I never went. So, never is the adverb of frequency. Then, I always speak loudly. How do I speak loudly? Means how do I speak loudly? Always. How do I speak? I speak loudly. Then adverbs of degree. Degree means very, quiet, to, means to what extent. Adverbs of degree, we can it is like she runs very fast. Fast is she runs very fast, means runs fast, means to what extent does she runs? She runs very fast. That is adverb of degree. Then the next category of adverbs is adverbs of affirmation and negation. Means affirmation means something in positive, when something which is positive, and negation is something which is negative. Now, certainly, definitely, never. These are the words of which are used for affirmation and negation. Will you come today? Certainly I will, or definitely I will come today. So, that is I will come today definitely. So, this is what? This is adverb of affirmation, because we are telling a person that yes, we are affirming that yes, we will come. The second is I will never do an action like that. Never. Never is the degree, means never, I will never do the action like that, means it is negation. Never, no, never are the words of negation. Now, the next category of adverbs are relative adverbs. Relative adverbs are means which relate. Where? Where are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing? These are adverbs of relation, relation. That means which show relation. Means I saw what you were doing. I saw what you were doing. Then next are interrogative adverbs. Interrogative adverbs are the adverbs that are used to raise questions. Means how, when, where. How is she hurt? Means hurt. Hurt is a verb. So how is she hurt? Means it's a question that how did she get hurt. Then when did she come? Come is a verb. So when did she come? That is adverb of it is an interrogative adverb that we are interrogating, we are asking a question that when, how, where the action has taken place. After the adverbs, the next category is pronoun. The next category is pronoun. Pronouns are the words which are used in place of a noun. Means I, he, she, we, they, it are the words which are used as pronouns. Their, mine, all these are pronouns. So pronouns are of different types. For example, personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, indefinite, relative, interrogative pronouns. These are different types of pronouns. The first one is personal pronouns. Personal pronoun means I, you, he. The words which are used in place of the name, they are called personal pronouns like I, you, he, she. When we do not refer the person with the noun, we substitute it with pronoun. Robert is coming today. So we can use the word he is coming today. When we refer to a particular person, we can use the word he is coming today. They can be used. The boys are sitting in the class. They are sitting in the class. Means the boys is the noun. So instead of the boys, we can use the word they. They are sitting in the class. So generally, one important rule of pronoun is that generally the pronoun is, in most of the cases, maximum cases, the pronoun is used to refer. When we have already mentioned about some person, place or thing, then we substitute in the next line, we substitute, or when further we talk about that person or thing or animal or anything, so we refer to it by using pronouns. The second category is possessive pronouns. The second type is possessive pronouns. Means something that pronouns which show possession. I live in this house. What I'll say? This house is mine. This house is mine. Okay. My mother. She is my mother. Okay. Mine. She is mine. So then yours, his, her, its, ours, theirs. So this pen is his. This pen is his. Instead of saying this pen is of Ram. Instead of saying that, I will say this pen is his. So it shows the possession of the particular person. Then the third type is reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns, as I have mentioned, myself, yourself, himself, herself, ourselves, or themselves, all these are the examples of reflexive pronouns. Means she taught herself to play the piano. She taught herself. Means when we are, reflexive pronouns means that when we reflect back to the noun, she herself taught. She herself taught means that she taught herself to learn piano. Means we are referring to she only. That she was the one, nobody else, but she taught herself to learn piano. The next category are intensive pronouns. Intensive, or we can even call them emphatic pronouns. Means they emphasize a preceding noun or pronoun. So what is the use of this intensive pronoun? That they refer to the preceding noun or pronoun. So here I have given you the examples also. The words are the same: myself, yourself, himself, ourself, herself, themselves. All these words, they come under the category of intensive pronouns, but I have given an example to show that the CEO himself made the announcement. So here what are we doing? The CEO himself. Himself is refers here to the CEO, that the and this pronoun is used to intensify, like we can say it is intense pronoun. So they are, its function is to intensify. That means the CEO, because the CEO of the company is a big shot. So when we say the CEO himself made the announcement, so that is going to be something very big or something which is very important. The next category is, the next type is demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns again are the pronouns which demonstrate that where a person, place, animal or thing is. So that is this, that, these, those. Those, this, that and these. So this is mine. This is mine means this is mine, means this thing belongs to me. My pen is there. My pen is there. So where my pen is? It's there. Then we come to the next type, that is interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns again, who, whom, whose, which, where, all these are interrogative pronouns. So interrogative pronouns, they are used to question. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where is he? Where is he? So these come under the category of interrogative pronoun. Then the next type of pronouns are relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are the ones which show relation of one word to the other in the sentence. The relative pronouns, they show relation: that, who, whom, whose, which. This book belongs to the boy that has come new in my class. So that is, this book belongs to whom? To the boy that has come to my class. So this is about relative pronouns, that they show relation, they connect. Relative or they relation or they connect. Then the next one is indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronouns are used when there is no definite quantity, quality, nothing. When the things are not definite, that anyone will go to the party. Anyone might go, anyone will go to the party. Someone has to go to the market today. So someone can be anybody. When it is not definite that who that particular person is, so we use someone. Anyone will go to the party. Anyone means out of my family members, anyone will go to the party. So I am not naming any particular person, but anyone, any one of us will go to the party. So these are indefinite pronouns. Then the next category is reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronouns, these are the pronouns like each, either, one, other. These are the pronouns. One, another means each and either, because these are things which are being used together. So each one of us, or either he or she. So these are the words which are used. Now we come to the next category, that is preposition. Our next category is preposition. Prepositions are the words like very, very small, very sweet words which are which cover the English grammar in a very sweet manner. The small words, they are like in, on, at, off, from, behind, below, beyond. Okay, because of, due to, all these words are the prepositions, and the prepositions, they show the relation of the noun with the rest of the sentence, or they show the relation of the noun with the action. Means the cat is sitting under the table. Where is the cat sitting? Under the table. So under is the preposition here, because it is showing the connection between the noun and the object, means cat and the object. So where is cat sitting? Cat is sitting under the table. The book is kept on the book is kept on the chair. Where is the book kept? The book is kept on the chair. So the relation between the book and the chair is identified by the word on. So it shows that where the book is placed, on which thing the book is placed. So that is called a preposition. Now the types of prepositions. What are the types of prepositions? The prepositions are of different types. The first one is like prepositions of time, prepositions of place, prepositions of direction. Then we have prepositions of cause, reason. Then the next one is prepositions of manner. So all these are the different types of prepositions. Now we will start with the preposition of time, means when the action has taken place. Okay, when the Ram came home at midnight. When did Ram come home? At midnight. So that is preposition of time. She has joined the office on Monday. When did she join the office? On Monday. So I bought a new car in 2020. When did I bought the new car? In 2020. So these show the prepositions of time. So that is why I have used the word, I have kept the word midnight, Monday, 2020 for your easy reference, so that there is no confusion and the learners are able to understand properly. Then the second is preposition of place. Place is at. The boy is standing at the door. Where is the boy standing? At the door. The boy is standing at the door, on the table. The lunch is served on the table. Where is the lunch served? On the table. Means the lunch and the table. How are they connected? They are connected through the preposition of place. Means what denotes where the lunch is served? The connection between the lunch and the table, that is on. Means the lunch is served on the lunch is on the table. Then the next one is the preposition of direction. Direction means to, towards, into, from, across. Okay. The boy ran across the road. What is the connection between the boy and the road? That is across. The boy ran across the road. Another one is towards. Another one is towards. Means towards also show the direction. I am going towards the market. Where am I going? Towards the market. So my going and the market. What is it? I am going towards the market. Then the next is preposition of cause, reason or purpose. That is because of, due to. I was unable to reach college on time due to heavy rain. So due to is the preposition that reflects the reason, the cause. I could not complete my work because of power failure. My work and power failure means I could not do my work. Why? Because of power failure. What is the relation between me, my work and power failure? That I could not do my work because of that. That means it is giving the reason. Then the next one is preposition of manner. Preposition of manner means by, with, like. Means in which, how the work has been done. I went to the market with my friend. I went to the market means how. How did I go to the market? Me, market. How did I go to the market? With my friend. Then like. I bought a dress like hers. So how did I buy? What kind of dress I bought? I bought a dress like hers, means the kind of dress she has. Then the next category is preposition of possession. Possession again of, with, by, from. I borrowed this pen from Satish. So pen From where I borrow that pen? From Satish. So that is from shows the possession, means that pen belonged to Satish. This dress is of my sister. So whose dress it is? It is of my sister, means who possesses that dress? My sister. The next category is, the next type is prepositions of measurement. The shirt reaches below my knees. So whereas what is the measurement of the shirt? That it is as that long that it reaches below my knees. So below here shows the measurement. So here we finish up the prepositions. After the prepositions, after the different types of prepositions, our next category will be conjunctions. And conjunctions, again, because I have to take the conjunctions in detail, so I will be just fleetingly touching the conjunctions. I will not stress upon in depth. So conjunctions are the words that join two sentences. They are called conjunctions. So I am going to the market. I will buy vegetables. I am going to the market to buy vegetables. I am going to the market to buy vegetables. So, to is the conjunction. It has joined two sentences and it has even reduced the length of the sentence. I stay awake late in the night. I stay awake late in the night. I have to study. These are two sentences. First is I stay awake late in the night. Second is I have to study. So, I can join these two sentences to make a meaningful sentence as well as shorten the sentence. That is, I stay awake late in the night to study. So, to is the conjunction here. So, we have a lot of conjunctions like to, and, that, because, either, neither, of, all these are conjunctions. There are basically three types of conjunctions, that are coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction and correlating conjunction. So, we are going to do the conjunctions in detail in my next class. Then my next topic, my next category is interjection. So, what are interjections? We all know interjections are, this is very simple, that when we express, the way we express our emotions, that is the way the words that are used to express our emotions. Means I am walking on the road and suddenly my foot hits or my toe hits a stone. What will be the immediate reaction? Oh, so that is what? That is means the emotion of pain has been expressed through this word. Now, if I say, I have seen the match, the cricket match going on, and the team has said, hooray, we have won. What's that? We have won. Hooray! Hooray is the expression which comes out suddenly from our mouth. So that is again the word which is used to express a happy expression. So hooray, happy expression. Then it is oh, it comes out in pain, and there are others also. Now these are three types of interjections. First are the surprise. Surprise means oh. Surprise can be expressed through wow, oh. So this is oh. These are the words which are used when these are the words which come out of our mouth when we are surprised, when we are surprised about something. So these are the words that show our expression of surprise. Then the second is pain. Pain, oh, ouch. These are the words which reflect pain. Then the third is joy. Joy is hooray, yay, we have done it. So if we have achieved something, yay, we have done it. Oh, hooray, we have won the match. So these are the expressions of happiness. Then there are one more expression, that is of sadness, which I have not mentioned. I must have just skipped it out, or I have forgotten to mention, that is expression of sadness. So sadness is alas. Though this expression is not being used very frequently these days, alas is the word which was used in Old English, but in writing or in speaking, or maybe some people are still using it, alas. So that is the word which expresses our sorrow. So, I hope you must be able to understand my class till now. Till now you must have been able to understand that what I am discussing. I have discussed with you all the parts of speech, all the 8-9 categories of parts of speech, and we people have revised that together. Now we will be focusing on verbs. So, the types of verbs. First of all, what is a verb? Before going to the type of verb, what is a verb? Which we have already discussed. Verbs are action words. The words that show action, means how the action, what is the action, means whatever the action is being done, whether it's eating, whether it's running, it's swimming, it's sleeping, whatsoever the action is, means whatever kind of action that is reflected through action words, and those action words are called verbs. So, these verbs they have a very important position in the English language, means these verbs, first of all, they denote the action that has been done. Then secondly, they even tell us about the tense, means which tense the sentence is being spoken, and tenses we all know that they are the backbone of our English grammar. The mood of the sentence, the tenses, the state, all these are reflected by the verbs. What is the importance of verbs? What is the importance of verbs? That is, verbs are essential. Verbs are essential for the English grammar, because as I mentioned that the tenses cannot be completed, means tenses cannot be formulated until and unless there are verbs in it, because verbs are the ones which denote the tense, as simple as that. Verbs are the words that denotes the tense, that whether the action has been taken place in the present tense, past tense or future, or any of the sub types of tenses. So, all those are denoted by the verbs. Then second, the moods. The mood of the tense, means whether moods, from moods I refer that whether the mood is of determination, whether the mood of the sentence is to show determination, probability, permission, request, command, all these things are reflected by the verb. Yeah. So, the verbs, as we are discussing, that they play a very important role. So, the tenses, the mood of the sentence, the actions which are going on, all these are reflected through the verbs. The types of verbs. What are the different types of verbs? So, here we have discussed there are different types of verbs: action verbs, linking verbs, modal verbs, helping verbs or auxiliary, transitive verbs, intransitive verbs, stative verbs. So, these are all the different types of verbs which we will be discussing one after the other. The first category is the action verbs. What are the action verbs? Means simple, as simple as that, which we learn from our very junior classes itself, that the words that show action are verbs, and the action verbs are the ones which tell us about the action which has been done, which has taken place. So, these action verbs means that show an action, that how the action has taken place. The example is run, jump, write, sleep, eat, all these are action verbs. Then the next category is the linking verbs. What are the linking verbs? As the name reflects, linking verbs are the verbs which link. So, what are they? They are means which they give some additional information about the subject. These verbs are that connect the subject to additional information, means the subject to the additional information about the subject. That is, example of linking verbs is am, is, are, was, were. These all are linking verbs. Like here is a sentence: he is a doctor. He is a doctor means he and doctor. What he is a person, and what is he? Who is he? He is a doctor. So, he is doctor. Is the linking word which is connecting he. He means the subject with the occupation, means the information. Doctor is the information which we are giving about he. So, the word he or the subject and the information about the subject is connected with the word is. So, that is called a linking verb. I am hardworking. What am I? I is the subject. And what am I? I am hardworking. So I and hardworking means what I am, the information I, and the information about me is that I am hardworking. So these both are linked with the word am. So this is I am hardworking. So such verbs are called linking verbs. Now the third most important category, the third most important types of verbs, they are auxiliary verbs. The auxiliary, or more commonly known as the helping verbs. Without these verbs, there is no, without these verbs, it is not possible for us to complete a sentence, means or make a proper sense of the sentence. These auxiliary verbs are scattered all over our sentences or the paragraphs or whatever we are reading and writing. That is, am, are, was, were, his, her, is, am, are, was, were, been, then would, should, will, shall, all these are the helping verbs which are placed before the main verb and which tell us more about the verbs. The sentence is, examples I have given you already, and she has finished the homework. She has finished the homework, she had finished the homework, or she will finish the homework. Now in the same sentence, I have given you three helping verbs, but the three helping verbs, what do? They entirely change the meaning of the sentence. She has finished the verb. She has finished the work. She has finished means has plus finished. That is, which tense which tense it is? It is present perfect tense. Okay. So that means which shows that the action has just finished in the near present. Okay. The action has just finished. She has finished the work. Now the second is she had finished the work. Again, had and finished, that is the form which shows, which is the past perfect form of the tense, means had, subject plus had plus third form of verb plus object. This is past perfect tense, and past perfect tense shows that the action has been completed in the past. So had finished. So here the meaning change. In the first sentence when we used has shows the action has been done in the present perfect tense, but when we use had shows that the action has been done in the past perfect tense, means in the past the action has already finished. Now the third type is that she will finish the work. Now she will finish, because we are not using the word finish, but finish with the verb finish, we are using the word will. The will shows that the action will take place in the future. So that is finish, will and finish. That is the first form of the future tense, future indefinite. Subject plus will, shall plus the verb will plus the action plus the object. So this is what I have given you all the three examples, that is, am, are, was, were, will, shall. These are the auxiliary or the helping verbs, and they tell us a lot more about the sentence or the action, and they tell us they are helpful in enhancing the meaning of the verb, enhancing the meaning of the tense, enhancing the meaning of the verb or the action which has taken place. After the helping verb, the next type of verb which we will discuss here is the transitive verb. The transitive verbs are the verbs which do not take any object after them in the sentence when they are placed in the sentence. Now I will explain this with the help of an example. The boy kicked the ball. The boy kicked the ball. The boy is the subject. Kicked is the verb here, and ball is the object. So the verb kicked has taken an object after it, and the object is ball. Means the subject is the boy, kicked is the verb, and what has been kicked, that is the object. So object is the ball. So the sentence is complete only when the verb has an object after it. That is called transitive verb. These are called transitive verbs, the verbs that take an object after it when placed in a sentence. That is called transitive verb. Now, the second category is the intransitive verb. Now, what are intransitive verbs? The intransitive verbs are the verbs which do not take an object after them. Alright, they are self-explanatory, they are complete, they make a complete sense without taking the object. Means the boy kicked, obviously the boy kicked. This is not clear that what the boy kicked, okay, but the boy kicked means the action has taken place. The girl sang, the girl is a subject and sang is the verb. The girl sang. Obviously, what the girl sang, that is not clear. It can be a song, it can be a ghazal, it can be some shairi, or it can be a poem or some lyrical poem. So, that is what the girl sang. The girl sang in English or Hindi or Marathi or Malayalam or French, that is not clear. Okay. So, the verbs which do not need a meaning to make complete sense of their sentence. The verbs which do not need a meaning to make sense of their sentence, that is called, those verbs are called intransitive verbs. I hope you people would have been able to understand what I am saying. So, after this we have, after the transitive, so till now we have covered transitive, intransitive, intransitive, helping verbs, linking verbs, auxiliary verbs, action verbs and auxiliary verbs. Now, apart from that, there are another 2-3 types of verbs that are action verbs and that are stative verbs. Stative verbs are the verbs which tell about the state, and modal verbs, obviously I have not mentioned the modal verbs because in future I am going to discuss the modal verbs in full, means my one full lecture will be based on modal verbs. Again, the modal verbs are the verbs which reflect the mood of a sentence, means the sentence is in which particular mood, whether the sentence is whether the sentence shows the probability it might rain today. So, it shows the probability that we are not sure that whether it will rain or whether it is just an assumption. Okay, it's an assumption, sorry, not probability, it is an assumption. She may come today, that is a probability, and there is a chance that she might come home. Then determination, I will finish this work today. So, I will finish this work today means it shows my determination that I will be finishing this work. May I come in? That is permission. I am asking for permission, or I am requesting that may I come in. So, these are the words which show the mood of the sentence, and they are depicted by modal verbs. So, we will be doing these modal verbs in future, in one of the next classes. We will be discussing, we will have a complete session on modal verbs, their different types and the conditions in which the verbs are used, these modal verbs are used. So, now I come to the conclusion that, summarizing, I say that verbs are crucial, and they are crucial components of sentences which representing actions, states or occurrences, because what action has taken place, what is the state of the sentence, what is the occurrence of the sentence, what has occurred, when it has occurred, this cannot be depicted without the use of the verbs. So, verbs are very important, just as the nouns or any other parts of sentence, other parts of speech are. In the same manner, verbs are also the foundation or the basic stage of the basic need of our English grammar. We cannot think of making our grammar, of making a sentence without an action verbs most of the times, means some sentences okay, but most of the times it is difficult for us to make a sentence without an action word, that is verbs. Understanding the different types of verbs enhances our ability to construct clear and grammatically correct sentences. Means once we have mastered this art, or if once we have gathered a complete knowledge of verbs and mastered the art of usage of verbs, means how the verbs are being used in our sentence, there would never ever be any grammatical mistake, or there never ever be an incorrect sentence construction in our grammar, whether it is written or whether it is oral. So here I finish up my class. I hope all of you would have enjoyed, because this is something which is from the childhood, which is from the early stages of our education. When we started, at that time we had learned all these things. So I hope I have been successful in making you revise all these. Thank you and have a nice day.